Doesn't mean it's going to be centered.
Well, that's okay. Can you hear me okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, by day, I'm a corporate trainer. By night, I'm open mic comic. So, are there any questions?
You said corporate trainer? Or
Corporate trainer, which is kind of a glorified teacher, only you make a lot more money. So that's the thing. Now, what you're probably experiencing here right now, the entire audience, is stage fright. You're afraid that I'm going to hurt myself up here. I know it, but it's okay because I was a psychology major. So I know how you're feeling, and you're going to be okay. You got that? I live from Orange County. I'm not from there, but I reside there. So I came up all the way up here, and I read about Marty over the weekend in this magazine, very obscure intellectual magazine called Harper's. It's fascinating. I've been doing stand-up for a while in Orange County, so when Marty emailed me this morning, I was really, really, really jazzed. I'm going to make it. I used to spend a lot of time up here. So Orange County, I had to prepare for this day because Marty emailed me about 8 o'clock, and man, I got to get myself relaxed. I got to do some things kind of out of the box, like go to the gym or go to Starbucks, something like that. Do something I didn't normally do, just to kind of get myself not thinking about this moment. So I went to church, and that was pretty rare. And after that, I went to a strip club, because that was even rarer. But the funny thing about when I went to the strip club, I didn't want to lap dance. I wanted to save those girls. So it kind of screwed me up, I was just, again, not used to that sort of thing. Got closer, long drive from Huntington Beach to here. I needed some coffee. So what I did was I went through all my gift certificates. It turns out I had $75 worth of Starbucks gift certificates. Can you believe it? So what I did was a Starbucks right down the street. I just threw all $75 worth of coupons, gift certificates on the counter, and I said, put that in one drink. Put that in one drink. And that's what she did, man. So I'm really, really, hearing the beautiful people, I'm pretty jazzed. Orange County, anybody ever hear? Anybody ever visit? Yeah. Probably not. You people are way, way too hip, way, way, way too good looking. But I do have an Asian girlfriend, relatively new. Well, she's half Asian. She's half Asian and she's half Vietnamese, okay? So I don't know if she's from East Vietnam or West Vietnam, so I'm just gonna focus on the Asian part. And the Asian part, she gets good grades, right, being Asian? I know, because she got really good grades last semester, because I'm her teacher. So, being Asian, and being Orange County, I'm a little bit country, she's a little bit Asian, and so on and so forth. So I think might be something there. We'll see. My last girlfriend complained I wasn't very good in bed. I said I'm a lot better when you're not there, but yeah, she still didn't buy. Girlfriend before that. I was into this tantric sex. Now I don't know, well, you guys probably in LA know, but tantric sex is when you do a little rumble, and then there's delayed gratification. She was getting frustrated because sometimes that delayed gratification would be just 6 months or up to a year, or whenever my credit card expired. Now stop that, because I guess that was a website. Sorry, I got off track. I apologize. Back in the day, to get where I am, and I'll tell you, I was a coffee drinker. I drank like a pot of coffee by 10 a.m. Pot of coffee by 10 a.m. Man, I had to have a coffee. Now I'm much calmer, much more meditative state. So what I do every morning now is I make some green tea, very traditional way, and then I put 2 shots of espresso in it. Then I go out to the garden and I meditate for an hour while I'm holding a machine gun. And that's really, really working for me. So that part I like a lot. I learned a new language. I speak fluent Italian.
Oh.
Let me tell you how I learned it, now that you wonder. We're going to go on a business trip a few months ago, so they designated me. I went and bought those Rosetta Stone tapes to learn Italian while you're sleeping. So every night for the trip, I put in the headphones, and while I went to sleep to this Italian, right? It was great. Finally, the day of the trip came up, got on a plane, 12-hour plane ride, sleep the whole way, but fortunately I put the headphones in, put those Italian lessons. By the time I got to Italy, I spoke fluent Italian, but only when I was asleep. So that was a toughie. So my group had to wait till I fell asleep to take me out on the town so I could translate and hail a cab. Once I woke up, nothing. I was like, whoa. But once I slept, I was like, quando sono arrivato Italian, non sapevo se mi piaceva. As soon as I woke up, so that, did I just hit something? Is there someone behind me? Okay. So anyway, speaking fluent Italian, now when I'm awake. Before I leave, I think of anyone in this position, what Marty's done for us, he's kind of put us in a position of being a public figure, frankly. So I would like to make a public service announcement. I think it's very, very important for everybody in this room to listen to this public service announcement. Listen up. Don't text and drive. You hear me? Don't text and drive. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the people we're losing today to texting and driving are the same people we used to lose to drinking and driving. Same people, just a different generation. Listen, if you're texting and driving and you decide to slam into a wall at 90 miles an hour, you're texting and driving, believe me, the last image of you is going to be you're drinking and driving, odds are a lot better. I can tell you from personal experience, you decide to slam into that wall at 90 miles an hour, your car's probably going to get totaled, but it's a chance that you're going to sail through that wall unscathed, and the image of you is going to be, had too much to drink. So when next time you're tempted to text and drive, consider the odds of drinking and driving instead. Okay, that's my public service announcement. Again, my name is Jared Fogle. They didn't bring their children tonight. Okay, sorry for that one. And I really don't want to do any Jared Fogle. Just let me do this one. So everybody knows, and this is pretty tasteless. Okay, you know that he's going to get has no problem getting 6 inches and 12 inches now wherever he's at. But my question is, if he was smart, is he going to get the free 30-ounce drink and chips with that? Because that's the whole hook, with Jared Fogle. Okay, don't get me started on OJ. You guys are too young to remember OJ, but you may remember just this recent, these guys in prison, these guys on death row, right? And they're always get married to women they met in prison. As soon as they found out these guys are on death row, they know where they are at night. Oh, these guys got married, proposals, they're on death row, they're married, they're getting, I guess the conjugal visits are out. But apparently not in New York State. Anybody hear about those guys in New York State that recently escaped from life in prison? And apparently those guys were having sex with women 23 hours a day. Every time they left their cell, sex with them, sex with women. Finally, lock me in my cell for at least an hour a day so I can get some rest. Too much sex out there in prison laundry, in the prison kitchen, in prison. Get me out of here. Finally, escape. Too much sex here. They're out in the land for about a month. They couldn't get a date. Back in prison. Sex with women. What is it about women? What is it about women and men in prison? Is there like men in prison, and then there's like rock stars and then sports stars? Is that I don't know, but it's just that men in prison it just seems to do something.